Hello everyone. Uh, can you let me know if you can see me and hear me? Hello. Sure. How good is the connection? Um, could you put a thumbs up if you can hear me? Oh, cool. You can hear me. Fantastic. And sorry for the lightning as well, the light situation. It's getting dark quite quickly now in England, and so yeah, I've put the lights on, but it's still a little bit dark. I hope you're okay. Feels weird. It feels like I'm going to perform something. I was a bit like agitated before like going live. Uh, Hello everyone. So yeah, I've been, and Odie says hi as well. I nearly missed actually the starting time of the live because we just went for a walk, and then as where I put the van, and so I was trying to find the van and I couldn't find it, and I came back just in time, so that's good. Hi Odie. um, what was I saying? Yes, that I've been wanting to do a little live for the past 2 weeks, and every day I was like, "This is the day. Today is the day. Today is the day." And then life. Sorry, I think I've lost you for a second. What was I saying? Yes, there's a lot of new people to the channel, and yeah, I just wanted to say hello, and maybe if if you're new and you have any questions, then maybe this is the right place where you can answer. Because beforehand, my favorite part of YouTube videos is to read. Honestly, I love it, and I always try to read and answer to all the comments. But in the past 2 weeks, I've just been overwhelmed by the amount, which is, don't get me wrong, it's fantastic that people are watching the videos, but I've found it a little bit overwhelming, and I'm finding very hard to answer to all the comments. So I thought maybe this would be a better way just to connect. Okay, so yeah, I'm here. Just shoot the questions, any curiosity. We are available. So okay, I'm gonna try and read through your questions, but there's a lot of stuff. Ooh, okay. Oh, there's so many. And sorry as well if there's sounds of cars. I am on a street. I tried to find like a quiet place, but it's still a street, so you might hear some noise. Okay. Love your dog. What is the breed? Okay, this is a question I get asked all the time. Also on the street, like people stop me on the street all the time for Odie. He's like such a uh, heartbreaker. Look at that. You are so sweet. To answer to your question, he is a Labradoodle, so he's a cross between a poodle and a Labrador. And yeah, but he looks more like a lab more than a poodle, because I have seen poodles and they don't look like him. They have like a longer nose. So yeah, but technically he is a Labradoodle. Ooh, sorry if I have notifications of other people. Oh, thank you. Somebody just put £2. Thank you so much. That's another thing I wanted to thank you all. I kept you've been giving me so many coffees, having at least like 3 or 4 coffees a day, and it's not good. And in fact, I had a headache for the last week, really, and I think that's caffeine. So I might try and switch to tea from now on. But yeah, thank you so much to all of you that treats for Odie as well. I know this is not very good. I rather like, I don't know, because when I want to give Odie a treat, I buy him stuff that really are not that great. So I should, yes, that I know you like them. So I should really find treats that are a little bit more, I don't know, environmentally friendly and ethically sourced. Okay, La France is looking at you. Hello, La France. I am actually a video in French. So if you are French and you don't understand very well English, then maybe that will be a good occasion for us to talk. Can't French, to be honest, but you've got to. Oh, damn it! Somebody's keeping sending me messages. Sorry. Um, what was I saying? Yes, I'm not very comfortable speaking French, but you gotta get out of your comfort zone to. Okay, I'm just gonna try and find questions. Um, okay, how long? Blue Killen, hi Blue Killen, says, how long are you planning to travel for? I don't have an end date in mind. I didn't have it when I started, and I don't have it now. I think what happens with most people is that you kind of grow out of whatever might happen, that I just think I want to do something else, but for now I'm quite content in the van. How cool, and hello from Vancouver, BC, Canada. Hello, early where you are. Are you having breakfast, Kim? Um, okay, what else? Okay, I'm just gonna scroll down to the bottom. Uh, Hello from Dorset. Hello. Do you plan to travel to the States? Not. I mean, it would be just very hard logistically to get the van there, to get Odie there, especially. I've looked into flights, and I wouldn't right now feel comfortable to, fly Odie anywhere really. How much do you get paid for your videos? And ask Odie to wave to my son, Oscar. Hello, Oscar. That's a good question. So I want actually to make a specific videos on how much money I make online, because I know that there's a lot of misunderstandings on, and like curiosity and fascination on how much money you can make online. And I first of like I myself didn't know how it works, so I might make a video on that. But per video, to give you an idea, now it changed a little bit because I gained a few more subscribers in the last week. But beforehand, I would make about $50 a month if it was a good month. So you see, it's not much. I mean, you can make quite a bit of money on YouTube, to be honest, but you need a lot of views, and to have a lot of views, I don't want to generalize, but you need to make some kind of content that is actual, which is not I'm planning to do. But yeah, I might make a video just on that, earnings online and stuff. Do you ever feel lonely inside your travels, Judith? Hi, Judith. No, not really, because I have Odie and I have on that. But um, as I mentioned on that video, the only times that I feel more alone is when I am in cities maybe, and I see a lot of people hanging out, like friends, group of friends, or like couples, and you know, people had like I can't really relate to them, but at the same time I wish I had somebody to share, a beer or a coffee. So sometimes that happens, but when it does happen, then I know that I've got ways of meeting people through, couch surfing, or even through you guys. Like, you keep on telling me that you live in such and such place, so I can always reach out um, for. Okay. Hi from France, near Paris. Your English is perfectly understandable because you do not speak too quickly. It's perfect for me. Oh, thank you, Lulu. I try my best. A lot of people have been commenting that the Scottish accent, and I find that hilarious. But probably when I leave Scotland, I'll be picking whichever accent of I am going next. So, Mark Hawkins, please can you tell me about your kayak? Yes, Mark. I'm struggling to keep up with the comments, but it's a kayak. So my dad and I have a business together, which I mean I haven't really been working on it lately, but it's is the kayak that I have. But to make it short, that kayak is not for sale, so we will be, selling soon our own packrafts, hopefully. But for now, the one that I have is not for sale. However, if you are looking into a good quality and not too expensive packraft, I would suggest you to look into Cocopelli packrafts. Uh, sorry, I think I've lost you again. I don't know why connecting. There's okay. I'm gonna scroll again down. I'm sorry if I can't read all of the comments. Probably when I'm offline, I'll go through them again and maybe make a Q&A video for the most recurrent questions. Hey from Scotland, I found your channel about a week ago, but I've watched it already. Odie is adorable. How old is he? He's gonna be 11 in November, and I need to remember his birthday because I always forget his birthday. Okay, have you been to Plymouth and Dartmoor? I haven't been to Dartmoor. I wanted to because there's wild camping is allowed there. It's one of the few places in England where you can wild camp. And Plymouth, I just drove through it. I didn't stop. Yeah. I would assume you read a lot. Why do you assume? I do read a lot. What type of books do you like? Right now I'm really into classics, essays, uh, and that's good because I tend to choose quite heavy reads and sometimes to disconnect and like kind of read something very easy. So if you have any good suggestions for something more easy read but still very entertaining, then do let me know. Uh, uh, monster yet? No, I haven't actually. Paul, I know that you comment a lot, and I do recognize your name, and I think you sent me a few messages on Facebook as well. Okay, hi from Sweden. Hi, Andrea. Oh, Sweden must be so lovely. Uh, where am I from? I get this question asked a lot of time as well. And why are people so fast where somebody's from? I mean, I get it, but it's not that important, is it? But to answer your question, I grew up in Italy, but then I moved to England, well, Scotland actually, when I was 18, and then went back to Italy, then back to England. But yeah, originally I'm Italian, but my mom is French, so that's why I can understand and speak decent French. Okay, good question, because I wanted to talk about this actually. So, Crow Smith asks, hi, would you buy a bigger van so you can stand up and have a proper shower and do the van build? Love watching your videos, keep them coming. Cheers, Jason. Thank you, Jason. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. And so, last week, I've been having, as I said, bad headaches and also really bad back. And I know that that's mainly because of my mattress. My foam is getting thinner and thinner and thinner because it's not very good foam, and when you put weight it kind of spreads out. So I know that that's the main reason, but also I've been spending quite a van making jewelry for like constantly because I can't stand to, but I have like I don't know, I always feel the need to crouch down. And so, yeah, I've been having a bad back for the past week, so I've been doing a lot of yoga, and that helped. But that kind of made me think about getting a bigger van because although I love Pam so much, and it's like my baby, I've built this from scratch, and like I lived in it for so long, and she's been great. Um, I think that my needs have changed since I bought Pam, so I am seriously upgrading the van. It won't happen anytime soon, but maybe next year. Cause yeah, and I was now I'm looking at all the vans and all the models, and if you have any suggestions, then do leave them down below. But I'm thinking, cause in my head, my dream would have been to have like a Volkswagen T3, I think it is, but it's not that much bigger than Pam if you think about it. It's not because I've seen them and they look amazing, but you can't really stand up unless you have a roof top. And I'm thinking if I have to buy a new one, invest in a new one, and convert it, then maybe I should just go for the big thing. And so I'm looking at cargo vans, I'm looking at transits, and the Crafter, the Volkswagen Crafter looks good, but that I don't think it would be. I think it would be quite expensive. But yeah, I am considering a bigger van, although it's gonna be heartbreaking to not, get rid of Pam. But yeah, not anytime soon anyway. Whew, I'm talking a lot. Thank you so much for somebody else put £2 so much. Honestly, sometimes I feel like when you offer me coffees, I'm like, I don't know. I feel I don't feel bad, but I'm like, I hope that I'm giving you as much as you give me, basically. Uh, Volkswagens are overrated. Movano is nice size, high top. Yes, I am thinking about a Movano. There's the Van Life UK, I think it's called. I can't remember, but he has a Movano. I follow his videos before I got Pam, and I followed all of his van build, and I think that's a really decent size, actually. Yes. Um, Marina, have you tried haggis pakora? No, I would never eat haggis. I love pakoras, but I would never eat haggis. Hi, Oliver. Hi, how are you? If you don't know Oliver, you should definitely go and check out his channel. He's got some pretty amazing content there, and he's actually converting Kangoo right now. So, yeah, I hope you got that door sorted, Oliver. Um, okay. Sammy, far brother, what did you think to of Elgo in this story? Have I told this story? But I went to Elgo so that I had the day after, um, so that I could stay in Elgo basically. And I slept in Elgo, and then the morning after, I wanted to move the van because there was a asking the campers to move, and it on like at all. It wouldn't like there was no lights, there was nothing going on, and I thought it was weird because usually when the battery is low, at least you have the how do you call that? The immobilizer kind of sparkles, but this time there was nothing, nothing. Freaking out, it would be so expensive to get it towed away and to get it. So I was really, really starting to freak out. And then there was a van in front of me of a German couple, and so I wanted to ask them if they had jump leads. And so the lady comes out, and I was like, you know, cables for the battery, boom! And I was like making all of these big gestures and noises to make her understand that I needed lead cables. And she was like, so you mean she looked at me and in perfect English she said, "You need booster cables." And I was like, ah. But anyhow, it turns out that it wasn't the battery. I mean, it was the battery, but after a little bit serving cable, it's kind of rusty, and so it wasn't really making a connection. And so after I moved it a little bit, then everything was fine. But yeah, I might need cable. Um, Okay, hello from Wales, UK. Hello. Hopefully, I'll come to Wales soon. Probably not this year though. Uh, uh, Marina, do you like Lidl? Right. Okay. Let's start by saying that I am aware that Lidl is the best ethically managed company in the world. I am trying to make stuff locally and from ethically, ethically sourced shops and all of that. Sometimes though, when you're traveling and maybe you don't have internet connection, you just have to do with what you have. And Lidl is great because it's cheap and it's good quality food, at least to me. And I'll tell you this little story about Lidl. I don't know where you're from, but in Italy, Lidl used to be like the poor people shop and the immigrants shop, where only the kind of the outcasts would go and shop. But I used to love, and me and my dad would go for like the weekly shop, and I used to love Lidl. And so I think I like Lidl more because of the memories of my childhood going with my dad than for the actual shop. But yeah, I am aware that they don't treat their employees very well. I've read stuff about it, and I I don't know if this has changed, but a lot of shops they throw away food at night instead of giving it to charity and stuff. So I am aware of that. But yeah, okay, so let's stop talking about Lidl. Oh gosh, so many. Uh, try. I know you comment in every video, and it's good to see you here as well. Matt Smith, I am really impressed at what you can achieve in your tiny van to feel claustrophobic. You just get used to it, really. It's I couldn't explain. I think when you just adapt to what you have, and that's it. It might take a little bit of adjustment, and to me, it's not necessarily the tiny space. Like moving in a tiny space is fine. It's more my stuff that takes all the space, and what really gets me is having to shuffle all the things around, and when you can't find something, you have to get out everything from the shelves and like under the bed to try and find it. So that is also a reason why I'm thinking about getting a bigger van, just because that would allow me. I don't want to have more things. I just want to be able to keep them where they are without having to move everything when I need something. And also, I think it would be more comfortable for Odie to have a bigger van so that he can just roam around a little bit more. Oh, Sri Varsha, I have seen your comment, and I wanted to answer, and then I didn't have, I forgot. So she asked, "Hi Marina, my name is Marina, but it's fine. Do you take Odie's to the vet? If so, how often?" Very good question. Needing to go to the vet probably next month to get his booster injections, and again to just get a check for his legs. But I'd say if nothing is like wrong, then I'd say probably twice a year. I don't know if that's a lot, if that's not enough. You tell me, because I know that you are here, and his vet is actually near Newcastle, so we'll be back that way later on. So I think I'm gonna just stop there because they have all the record of his and stuff. But yeah, I'd say twice a year or so. Hi from Dallas, Texas. Hi, Richard. Hope you're getting some nice weather over there. Where's Odie boy napping? Yes, he's just on the side. Can you see him? He's tired. We went for a long walk this morning. Okay. Hello, I love your Scottish diaries. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed them. After fitting a shower in your van called Pam, is the bigger van required for a jacuzzi? That would need a lot of water, wouldn't it? I mean, I wouldn't say no to a jacuzzi in the van, but I don't know how easy it would be to maintain it. Imagine that, though. That'd be cool. Hi from Colombia, Marina. I love your channel. Do you speak Spanish? No. Yo no hablo muy bien español, pero quiero imparar. I don't know. I am hoping to go to Spain this winter to improve my Spanish. So hopefully next year I'll speak a bit better. Oliver asks, have you thought about going for an LDV, Marina? I've been looking into getting one after my kangaroo build. Yes, I have thought about it because of what's his name? Mike from Van Dog Traveler or something. Yeah, he's got an LDV and he's got a really cool build. So I've thought about acting it again. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe getting have to come back every year to the UK to do the DDM. With other countries, it's every 2 years. Converted in Germany, it's easy to convert a van. So if I get a van in Germany, get it converted there, and then re-register it in Italy, that would mean that my insurance would be lower, and I would do, the MOT would be every 2 years. But this is all in my head. I still need to look it up. So don't. Oof. Hi from Glasgow, Scotland. Them coming. I will, Mark. I'll try my best. wanted to say you have been a complete inspiration to me. I'm now looking for my own van to commence a new life of adventure. Oh, love and hugs from the Isle of Skye, Lorraine. That honestly warms my heart. It really does, and I hope you're gonna have a great experience building your own van. Honestly, it's such a it's a hard process, but you're gonna be so proud of yourself when you're finished. Am I still in Bunny, Scotland? Yes, I am. Ireland. Oh, Sammy, this is such a hard topic, but I decided not to because. So what's happening is that in November I have my graduation because I've finally at 20, how old am I? At 27, I've got my degree finished. So I'm getting my degree ceremony in November, and so this is why I had to stay in the UK this long. I mean, yeah. And I loved Scotland so much that I ended up spending all of my months in Scotland, and I thought if I go to Ireland, I will only have a month and a half there, which is not enough for my pace because I'm a slow traveler. So I thought it doesn't make any sense to spend money on taking the ferry and getting there, just for a month and a half and then coming back. So I thought, maybe next year I'll take my time and because I'm like, I want to spend 6 months in one place. As you've seen in Scotland, I stayed 6 months and there's still so much to see. I haven't even scratched the surface of Scotland. So yeah. Uh, right. Barry, thanks for the jewelry. Sorry I can't watch any longer. Thank you, Barry. I've to answer, but I hadn't had the time yet. Um, get yourself a mini diesel heater fitted. As I said, as I'm thinking about upgrading the van, I'm probably not gonna put that much money into this one. I mean, things might change and I might change my mind, but I don't think I'm gonna be putting any heating. Um, Fife in Scotland, that's where I'm from. No, I haven't stopped in Fife. No, I haven't. Uh, ah, Sammy. Sorry, I'm reading all of just your comments. I don't know why. Beauty Geek Erin, she's another favorite YouTubers of ours. I loved Erin. Like honestly, we had such a laugh, and I cannot wait to see her again. To be honest, so I know that she was in Slovenia last. Um, I think I'm gonna ask her where she is, so maybe we can meet again. She's amazing. Honestly, she's so much fun. I'm sure you have discussed this, Richard. So, do you use a stove top or hob as a heater in your van? I don't know what you mean. I don't have heating. Do you mean for cooking? For cooking, I just have, normal two hob combination. Um, Sorry, I just Captain Sweatpants says, Marina, get yourself a big hairy Scottish guy like me to warm up. I mean, I do have a Scottish um, top shelves on the sides. Maybe I can show you this if I have enough charge. How I've on the roof. Okay, I'm gonna change this. It is a bit of a mess, right? But I don't know if you can see, but yeah, there's just a strip of wood here, which is glued to some sides, which you can't see at all. There, and there, it's a piece actually of the cladding from the roof on the bottom, and how I fixed it to the cladding is with there. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you're probably not able to see anything. Probably not able to see anything at all. But yeah, if you send me a message, maybe an email, then I might be able to send you some pictures about that. Okay. Um, Hi Marina, what are you doing for Christmas Day? I have no idea. I'm not really a Christmas kind of girl. I actually have a bit of a haste. Is that how you say? I don't like Christmas, and if I can be away from people at Christmas, then I will. I know it sounds a bit extreme, but yeah, I'm not. I really dislike all Christmassy things. Um, Robin Hood. I'm a new subscriber, and since I was a kid, I wanted to try living in a van. Well, you can do it, Robin. Go for it. Da, 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 da. Do you have solar? No, I don't. But thinking about new van, I might my battery is quite big. It's a 110 amp battery, and so far it's been providing for my needs fairly well. So yeah, I haven't really needed solar. Uh, Christmas is overrated. Yep. Hi from Turkey. Hello, Seda. You should be proud of your YouTube journey. Done very well. I'm off now, so bye bye and take care. Bye, Paul. uh, Granddad Dennis, thank you for the beautiful bracelet. My granddaughter loved it. Oh, I'm so glad she did. I am honestly, every time that I receive an order from a dad or a boyfriend that they want to give something to their girlfriend or her, and sometimes they ask me to like a gift note. It honestly, it makes like that a dad would give such a thoughtful present to her daughter is just very sweet. But anyhow, um, you come to Portugal? What place? I would love to come to Portugal. Yes, I'm not gonna say that I'm coming because every time that I say I'm doing something, I jinx it. But I would love to come to Portugal. Uh, Stay warm tonight. Sorry to hear you won't be near Evermore this winter. Oh, I love Evermore. I really like Evermore, but yeah, really in Evermore to stay in the van. Um, Sammy, Fort Brother, what did you order at the Wildcat in Fort William? Coffee, of course, always coffee. um, have you watched any bushcraft on YouTube? Oh yes, I had like a few months where I was just watching bushcraft, and um, it's challenging because I am. Some of you might know that I don't eat meat, and I am not very keen on hunting or anything like that. And a lot of bushcraft channels they have hunting in their videos, and they show how to hunt and how to prepare the body. And so I'm finding it really hard to bushcraft channels. You know, they also have that. But there was this girl. She's Rachel, I think, and the channel is called Girl Outdoors, I think, and she's from the south, and she's super young. I don't know if she's even 18, but she's great. She's amazing, and she does a lot of videos on the on the wilderness by herself, and yeah, I love her videos. So if you're into bushcraft, you might enjoy her videos. Uh, Do you ski, Marina? Um, I should be able to ski because I took lessons when I was a kid, but I have no idea because I haven't skied for many years. And yeah, I wouldn't know what Odie would be doing when I was skiing, so so I could put some ski on him too. Laura, what about Spain? I heard once you were coming. Yes, I'm hoping to spend the winter there. Hopefully around December. Again, I don't want to jinx it. Uh, when will you explore Iceland with Odie Boy? Iceland has actually very, how do you say that, strict dogs. So as I stand, last time I looked, you needed to put your dog into quarantine for a few weeks or a month, I can't remember. So yeah, that's not feasible to bring Odie there just for a holiday, although I am obsessed with Iceland. I've been obsessed with Iceland since I was a teen, and sooner or later I'll be visiting. Hello from Russia! Hi! Russia, it's another interesting country. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down again. Susanna, can you be happier than you feel now? Right, this is a charged question, and the short answer is no. I am very content, but it world and your situation responsible for your own happiness. Listen, I've found this thing about happy. I've found this thing about happy from within. I think that internet doesn't like me answering about happiness because it keeps on disconnected. I'm gonna answering about happiness because it keeps on disconnected. I'm gonna. Oh, thank you, Tracy, so much for your nation. Is that how we call them? Present for your present. Thank you. That's gonna go into the new van fund. Yes, I'm already starting to save for that. Just me. Hi, Marina. Erin told me about you, and I love your channel. I'm from North Carolina. Yeah, again, Erin is great. If you don't know her, then just type in Erin. I think her channel is called just Erin. I think before it was Beauty Creep, that's just Erin, and she's really Scottish, and her accent is amazing, and she's gorgeous, and she's just very easy to watch. How do I heat my van? Again, I don't have heating, but I mean now I think it's about 6 degrees, and I'm not, I'm not particularly well dressed, but the van is insulated, so it keeps the heat quite well. And so if I am very cold, and there has been occasions where the van was cold and I couldn't sleep, in that case I just drive around a little bit just to get some hot air, and then that hot air stays in the van for quite long, so at least I can sleep. But yes, is it that Finnish saying that says it's not that it's cold, it's you that you aren't dressed enough or something like that? So I firmly believe in that. And yeah, if it's cold, I just dress up a little bit more. What? You crazy people! Thank you so much. Hi from Sussex, UK. Thank you. Again, that's gonna go into the pot of a new van. So honestly, thank you so much from the heart. Um, I'm honestly, I don't want to be cheesy, and I think I said that on another video, but I feel so blessed. Although I'm not religious, but I'm using blessed in that, in the grateful sense of having so many lovely and caring people watching me. And you send me emails and you send me comments on that video that I posted about, people like whatever. I really beautiful comment. Do I really deserve all of this love? And I mean, it's feeling to know that there's so many people, care for each other, and they're just there to give love and support. It's just quite reassuring. Gives brings you faith back. It brings you back faith in humanity. Gate Crasher, hi Gate Crasher. I recognize you too because you comment on every single video, which is good. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Yes, I do. I have an older sister who lives in London, and I will be going to see her later. So that's because she has a dog, and her dog and Odie never met, so I can't wait for them to meet. and I have a much younger brother who lives in Italy, and I don't see very often. Uh, how old is Odie? He's 11. He's gonna be 11 this year. Have you been to Ireland? No, I wanted to come this year, but I wasn't able to. Hi Marina, have you spent any time in Northumberland or on the NE coast? Hi Penny. So I lived, I don't know, I never know how many details I should share online, but I worked in Durham for 3 years, and I lived near Newcastle in Gateshead, well, near Gateshead for 2 years. So yeah, I know Newcastle area and Durham area fairly well, and I love it. I love the Geordie guys. I love the Geordie accent, and I do go back to Newcastle every year. So yeah. Uh, have I been to Hampshire? I don't even know where Hampshire is. I think I should check on a map, but it's very likely that I have. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna check on the map and let you know. Uh, David, love your videos and Easter. Thank you. Nick, good luck towards the new van. Thank you so much. We'll see how it goes against it. And thank you so much for your donation. I feel bad saying donation because I feel like I need donation and I'm like a charity. I don't need donation. I don't know. I'll find a way to name it properly. Then I have been to New Forest. That's where there's a lot of horses just run wild. Is that? Yeah, New Forest. I've been to New Forest. Beautiful, beautiful place. Um, what OU course are you doing? Did I mention that it was an OU course? Or maybe I mentioned it on another video. I was doing environmental science, but degree, but I mainly did environmental science, and I honestly would have loved to continue. You probably know that the OU stands for Open University, and it's basically a university that you can do wherever you are in the world, and it's a really, really good university. But they changed their management team or something, and since 2 years ago, they just the quality of the support that you were given wasn't like at the beginning, and so I decided to stop and just finish my studies there. But yeah, I did environmental science. Lots of love from Brazil. Hola. No, no, hola is Spanish. Wait, how do you say hi in Brazilian, in Portuguese? I just know obrigado. That's all I know in Portuguese. Do you listen to lots of music in the van? Yes, I am a music worm. Like, I can't stay more than an hour. Sometimes I feel like I'm addicted to music. I totally am addicted to music. Like, honestly, I could spend days and days just online trying to find new bands. So yeah, if you have suggestions for like new bands that I should check, new singers, then let me know. What are my plans for next year? Love your way of life. Kisses from Brazil. Hey, uh, mm, I have a problem with making plans. I have a big problem with making plans. And as I say, I keep jinxing the thing that I want to do when I say it loud. So I'll say that I don't have a plan, basically. Yes. But yeah, no, I don't have really a plan. And even if I did, I wouldn't share it because I'm afraid of jinxing it. um, listen to Travis and Turin Breaks. I know Travis and I love them. And Turin Breaks, I don't know, so I'm gonna check them out. Thank you for the suggestion. Please post the stream after it's finished. I have to go to work now. Oh, I hope you have a good day at work. But yes, it's gonna be on the channel. I think that YouTube automatically puts it on the channel so that you should be able to check it out. Not that I'm gonna be on this for much longer because it's already 46 minutes and you probably got stuff to do. Wait, put on. Sorry. Okay, so it's on charge. Graham says, go to Camp Kirky 2019 and you will make lots of new Vans friends. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, not against meeting van lifers at all. Like, that's really cool to meet other people living in vans. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll go. Uh, William asks, do you ever get afraid being in the caravan on your own in a strange place? Um, Occasionally I feel anxious, and when that happens, for seemingly no reason, I just leave. And that's most often when I find parking at night, because when you're driving at night and you're trying to find parking, everything looks more dodgy. And so sometimes just dodgy. It has happened that I felt unsafe, and so I left. Uh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Uh, Your English is so good. Did you spend some time in the UK growing up? No. My English was horrible when I came to England. I hated English at school. I didn't have particularly good marks at it. I did not like English at all. And then I came to England and I could not understand a word, and I just had. Uh, yeah, Italian, like I'm thinking in English, and it's very confusing. Um, Okay, pure and fierce. Hi. What would be the advice that you would give to another woman that start this fun life? To I just don't want to sound cheesy, but it's so true. To believe in yourself and not listen to other people, because what happens, especially when you're a woman, but I'm sure that if you're a guy, that might happen too. But people worry about you. They worry about your safety. They worry about your life, and trust in your own capabilities and in your own intuition. If you tell people what you want to do, so for example that you're moving in a van and you're gonna travel in a van, and people are like, that's dangerous, you're gonna get raped, you're gonna get murdered, like that is so bad, just don't let that get into you. And because you want to do that, you probably had a look into it a lot more than they have, and you know your stuff a lot more than they have. And so try not to get influenced by other people's opinion, but at the same time know that it's coming from a good place of them caring about you. It's not them trying to bring you down or anything. So just try to show that you know that you're listening to them, that you hear them, but that you're gonna show them that it's not like they think it is, if it makes any sense. So yeah, just trust your intuition and try not to get influenced too much by other people's opinions, especially the people that love you, because that's hard not to listen to them, isn't it? Um, Tash Sultana, I love her. She's a badass. I really like Tash Sultana. I think I had seen her uh, her performance at KXP. I think yes, and I do really like her. Nico Venkamp says, I hear from a lot of women van lifers that they trust their instincts. Good advice. Yeah, I mean it's I think that the instinct, especially a woman, but again I don't want to generalize too much, is quite well developed. And it's a lot smarter than our heads sometimes. So, um, did you like Ganavan Sands just outside of Oban, my fave place for shell and seagrass hunting? I did like Ganavan Sands, but you know, when you travel in Scotland, the more you travel, the more you're like, this is more beautiful than yesterday's beach. And then the day after, it's like, this is more beautiful. And then this is more beautiful. So it never stops amazing you. And so Ganavan Sands was one of the first beaches that I saw. And then I saw so many others that I thought were more beautiful. But anyway, all Scotland is just amazing. And yeah, it's Oban is really nice too. But I must say, it was a bit too developed for me, too many houses, and especially in Ganavan Sands, there's quite a few buildings around it. So, yeah, I don't know. Naomi asks, "What made you decide to travel in this way?" It's it's a long story how it started, but to concentrate on why I travel in the van and not why I travel in general, it's all because of Odie. Because I thought about traveling walking and biking because I thought that would be more, it wouldn't pollute as much and it would be even more in touch with the environment I'll be traveling in. But Odie is just needs, I don't know, I mean, obviously this is also more comfortable for me, but thinking about traveling with Odie, I just thought if I was walking, then he would have to walk with me. If we were on a bike, I would have to have a trailer with him on the back, and he probably wouldn't be comfortable. And most of all, if I have to do anything else, I can't leave him in a trailer or like just outside. While in the van, he's got somewhere an hour or 2 hours when I need to do something else. And yeah, so I think that if I was on my own, I would have probably chosen a different uh, traveling way. Maybe I would have ended up in a van as well, but to start with, I probably would have done something different. So yeah, woo, it's because it's the most practical way to travel, really, with the dog. I think, anyway. Um, Marina, have you met Westphalia, Digital Nomads, and Randa is also from Italy? Yeah, I haven't met them yet. I know they were in Ireland, and then now they're going down to. What did he say they're going? I can't remember where they're going, but yeah, we haven't crossed roads yet. Dogs are the best mental health available. You know, Nick, I was actually thinking about this yesterday because I had this idea while driving, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna do it, but I was thinking, you know, a lot of homeless people they have dogs with them, and I was kind of I'm kind of fascinated by it. And I do realize that a lot of people might think that because they have a dog, they get more money on the street or they are using the dog, da da da. Da. But I also think that it really helps them with their struggle. And so I was kind of thinking, wouldn't it be cool to go and kind of try and get the story about the person on the street and their dog and like see how the dog is helping them on their survival, really. But yeah, I was just thinking about that yesterday. Uh, that would be a cool project to work on. But anyhow, I am going on a tangent. Uh, okay, I think I'm gonna stop in a little bit. There's so many questions. I don't sound Scottish. Okay, I'm not Scottish, so that doesn't surprise me. Uh, how how I miss it asks, what do you do when you need to go somewhere where Odie is not allowed? He can stay in the van up to 2 to 3 hours, I'd say, maximum 3 hours. Um, he sleeps. At the beginning, I was so concerned of like any time that I had to leave in the van. But anytime that I come back, he's like annoyed at me that I woke him up. And if it's not, I was in the sense, and I wouldn't have left him himself. So I would just, if I had to go on a shop, I would tie him up sounds horrible, tie him up outside the shop with a bowl of water, and I would, go in the shop very quickly and then come out. But yeah, otherwise, thing is, go anywhere far from the van. So, for example, if I have to go to a shop, I can't leave the van a mile and then walk a mile to the shop. The van has to be close to the shop because otherwise I don't feel okay. Um, so, yes. Uh, uh, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Neil asks, great videos, thank you. Are you still in Scotland and based in Inverness? Yes, I am in Scotland. I was in Inverness how many months ago? Like, time goes so fast. But yeah, I've stayed in Inverness. You know, Culloden Forest. We spent a few days there, and it was really, really nice. And actually, in Culloden Forest, I was so it looked. Oh, I forgot I had my coffee here. I had bought this for the live, and then I totally forgot about it. It's gonna be cold now. It's cold. What was I saying? Yes, in Culloden Forest. So we were parking there, and I was just about to go in the van and set up for sleeping. And this man, he must have been around 60. He comes with his car. It was just me, and then his car came. He comes out, and there's a dog with him, and he looks at the van. He looks at the van. He looks at me. He looks at the van, and then he goes, "Is that ventilation you've got there on top of the van?" And I'm like, "Oh, guys, is he gonna like, I don't know, tell me to leave and stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's ventilation. It's like, is that a camper? Do you sleep in it?" And I'm like, sometimes." And he's like, "Oh, that's great because I have a camper van too, and I was planning to fit one." And da da da. And so I was like getting worried that this guy was about to give me troubles, and actually it's just because he had a van as well. Um, uh, Good question. Jocelyn Gonzalez asks, "Would you ever travel with a friend if they asked you?" No, not in Pan. I mean, you could do it for a few days, and I've been wanting to travel with my best friend and her little kid, but just for a few days. Um, yeah, it's just too much. It's too much with a lot of people. I've traveled for what's the maximum I had somebody in the van? I think 3 days with like a person that I was well dating at the time. Uh, but it didn't like after a day, after 2 days, I'm like, enough, get out of here. This is my space. But I'm sure that with a bigger van, it would be different. Yeah. Um, okay, how many languages? Italian, English, and French, and I would love to learn. Well, I would love to learn a lot of languages, but my priority is Spanish for next year. Uh, Moonbear asks, "I am in Bury, Lancashire, England. Go to go, but wishing you well and keep safe. Night night." Bye. Thank you for watching. I think I'm just gonna ask the last 3 questions and then we're gonna go as well because I'm a bit hungry. Um, Jake, where's the boyfriend? No boyfriend at the moment. Uh, what? Mimi Stamp asks, "Do you never give a little bit of what you eat to Odie? Sometimes I feel sorry to see him looking and hoping that a little piece falls on the ground." Well, if you ever had a dog, especially a lab, you'll know that this is what they do every day, all day. They just beg for food. And if I gave Odie all of what he asked, he would be like the size of a sperm whale. So he does. I do give up even too much. Like sometimes I'm like, you're too weak, Marina, stop giving him food. So don't you worry about Odie, he eats more than enough. And actually the last few days, pieces of seitan, and I was like, oh my god, he's so spoiled. Like wherever he goes, people will be wanting to give him treats. So yeah, he does eat enough. uh, how can a full-timer have a dog without an address? I think you mean if you didn't have a dog and you wanted to have a dog, so if you wanted to get a dog from a shelter, I think that's your question. You probably wouldn't be able, to be honest. I mean, not in England, because they ask to see where you're living before allowing you to adopt a dog. So I don't think you would be able to get a dog unless you buy a dog, which you please don't. But yeah, I think it would be really difficult to get a dog if you lived in a van, unless you found something that understood your style life. But I got Odie before living in a van. I was living in a house with walls and bricks. So yeah. Uh, Patrice Roland, what should I do to chat more often with you, Marina? Patrice, I've seen your messages, I've seen your email, and I've seen the comments. As I say, I do read everything, but I just don't have the physical time to answer, and I wish I had, but I I already spent quite a bit of time in front of a desktop, so I will answer to your email. But yeah, I will answer. Like if it was for me, I would love to answer to everybody, but I just don't have the time. So yeah, about chatting more often, I guess I might do more frequent lives, but uh, animals are not objects. Alexander Sasha, I agree. Yes, I agree. Um, Sean asks, "Are you in a van down by the river?" I am in a van. There's no river nearby, but yeah, I'm in the van. Um, does heavy rain stop you from sleeping at night, pitter patter on the roof? Actually, that is the thing that sends me to sleep. If I can't sleep for any reason and it starts raining, then I'll fall asleep straight away. So rain on roof is my favorite thing in the whole world. Ever considered to write a book about all your experiences? I would definitely buy a book like that. Oh, greetings from Romania. So I had met this couple while I was taking the ferry from Harris to Skye, and we randomly met just at the port. I can't remember the name. Anyway, they were lovely, 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 and I promised them that I would write more because we were talking, and they asked me the same question, and I said that I would try and write every day a journal, and I admit I haven't been doing it, but I think it is a long-term project to write a book, but if I have the discipline, it would be cool, wouldn't it? Uh, Jake, how do I make money? Okay, if there are any questions, no, that's the wrong way to put it. I should just do another Q&A where I answer all of the most frequently asked questions, which are how do I shower, how do I make money, how do I, go to the toilet, and how do I feel lonely, whether I feel lonely or not. How am I getting with this? Okay, to answer your question, I sell my jewelry. I just have some here that I need to send. You can't see it all, but I sell jewelry online, and I might make a video on that on how selling stuff online works and to get there. So getting your stuff, creating it, putting it online, selling it, shipping it, that kind of stuff, and so yeah, that is my at the moment it's my main income, and then occasionally, but that's very rare, I do sponsorship with companies, but that has probably happened, I don't know, it's probably once every 2 months, and that doesn't bring much money, to be honest. And I'm gonna be doing a video sharing exactly how much I, so I think that could be interested. Uh, uh, you could install a rack on the roof of the van to carry more things, like a bag, a chair. I would need a chair. Yes. So a lot of people have commented this. There's two things. Uh, the van had racks at the beginning, and I took them off after a year and a half because I wasn't using them. And I had bought before leaving a roof box, but the Kangoo has a weird size, and to get a roof box that fits the Kangoo, you have to spend a lot of money because they're like specific roof boxes. I think they were like £300 or something like that. So I gave up for that, and also I would fill it in with crap, and I would spend more money on fuel. So yeah, I'm not gonna buy a roof box. Mm, are you traveling over the winter? Yes. This is actually the first winter where I'm gonna be full time in the van because the last two winters, for different reasons which I'm not gonna go into, I wasn't in the van full time. So this is gonna be the first time that I'm yeah, in the van. You don't need to feel as you need to answer every question, Marina. I'm not. I will never answer all of the questions. And I don't know if you're referring to or in this live video, but yeah, I will never answer them all. But I thought maybe specific videos on the main asked questions, it would be useful. So, uh, okay. So, is there room for Odie to sleep on the floor in the van? Yeah, I'm gonna show you. And actually, Odie's got a new bed that the coffee gave us. So I'm gonna show you his new bed. Wait. So Odie, I know now it's a mess, but well, now he's next to me. But that's his bed over there, and it doesn't look that big, but he's like it. He fits in it. Okay, and for all of the people asking that that's dangerous and he could end up in the windshield, that's the passenger seat. Oop, just there. So if I brake, he's not he's not allowed to stay here when I'm driving. He has to stay there. So if I brake on either direction, kind of walls on each side, so he projected to the windscreen. Uh, what else? Mm. Your next van has to be an amphibious vehicle. Just think what you could do. I know that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I mean, sometimes there's like those Facebook groups where people post their own conversions, like Van Life UK or something like that. And sometimes you see things that you're like, oh my god, that's so cool, but probably so expensive. Sean, how much do you spend on gas and how do you stay warm? Again, I just dress up well to stay warm. I don't have any heating. And regarding gas, I'd suggest you maybe to look at the last video that I've done where I broke down all my cost for a month in the Highlands. So yeah, but usually I'd say 80 to £100 a month. I don't travel that far in distance. I like to take my time to go in on places. So yeah, I don't actually do that many miles in a month. Uh, Odie got a new bed. Is it yours? Do you sleep on the floor now? I actually do need a new bed too. I might, yeah, I'll need to get myself a new mattress. Um, I see a power strip. Are you hooked up to electricity or are you using 12E? No, I mean, I don't know if you can, if I can show you, but wait. That's my, oh, it's a mat. That's my bat. No, you can't see anything. No. Oh, because on it. Well, no. Anyway, that's my battery. That's my inverter, and this is connected to my inverter. The power that. The only things that I run directly from the battery are the lights and what else? The pump for the fan. But yeah, my phone, my computer, I run it through the inverter. Uh, Duncan, if Pam's life ended, what would you get to replace her? Yeah, I've covered this a little bit at the start of the video. I was saying that I'm thinking about upgrading to a bigger van. So yeah, I'm just. Hi, baby. You woke up? Am I very loud? Hi. Yes, so I am thinking and looking and doing my research on vans, bigger vans. Uh, Pete, crazy, how can you afford to keep going, and how long did you take you for your business to take off? Again, I think I'm gonna cover that on a video about the business itself, because I actually started a business, that jewelry business, so many years ago, where I was really not in a really good place, and I was still living in a house. That must have been around 6 years ago, and I had left my job, and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna concentrate on this. I'm gonna make it work, and it didn't work, and I had to go and find a job because I was just broke. So I had that uh, set up for a long time, but since 6 months ago, I really started it and growing it, and making it my full income. So if you consider when I started it to be a goodie, but I'm sure that you could find quicker ways to make it work. Um, Roberto Baggio, ciao Roberto, immagino tu sia italiano. Ciao, buonasera from Germany. In the next time, I will try to live in a Land Rover Defender. Yeah, those are cool. Was there a time where you missed the life in apartment? Oh yeah, I mean plenty of time. I'm like, oh, I want a bath. Oh, I want just a hot shower. But then I think just having a bath is not a big enough of an advantage to actually rent a place. And if I think of going back to spending that much money on rent, it just makes me a bit sick. Like to think that all of that money goes just poof, and you don't see it anymore. So I think that once you once you stop rent, you can't go back, or it's very hard to go back. So yeah, sometimes I do miss comfort, obviously. Uh, do you get scared of breaking down? Oh, every day, and I try not to think about it. And somebody actually commented that I shouldn't be like saying that I'm gonna break down because otherwise it's gonna happen, and it's so true. But every this is funny. Every day, every time that I switch Pam on, and it goes. Oh, thank you, Pam. I love you so much. So every day, I'm so grateful that Pam works because yeah, it's a car and it's gonna break down, and it has happened. It has broken down. It's just part of life. As long as me or Odie that break down or get hurt, and it's just the van, then all is good. Uh, Favorite football team? I don't want to offend anybody, but I cannot stand football. Um, it's just not my thing. Not a football fan at all. Um, love the wee bits of Scottish accent you have, which I didn't you. Yeah, as I say, probably when I leave Scotland and I go south and then I go to Spain, I'm gonna pick up a Spanish accent or whatever. Because yeah, when you spend a lot of time in the environment, it's normal that you get influenced a little bit. Also, I try to really pick up the way that they talk. Do I have a breakdown cover AA membership? No, Annika. I had looked into it when I started the travel and I really wanted to have one, but I found it really hard because the van is quite old, so companies like the AA don't cover um, uh, vehicles that are older than 10 or 15 years, I can't remember, and also breakdown covers don't cover you for more than 90 days outside the UK. Again, I'm sure there are ones that do cover you for longer, but they are more expensive. And also, I'm thinking it's like all of those things. If you break down, you can go back to your home. Like they can tow the vehicle back to your home. But I'm like, I don't have an address. I don't have a home. And it's like, oh, you can stay in a hotel at night if the van is on the garage. But I'm like, I can just sleep in the van and would already be allowed in the hotel. So it's all those things that I'm like, I'd rather that just keep some money aside for, you know, how do you call that? Yeah, accidents or like for. In Italian we say imprevisto. Is there an Italian that can translate this? It's oh man, can't remember. Anyhow, I think you got me. AA covers my 25-year-old camper. Oh, okay. So I might. I don't know. I remember that when I looked into it, and you know, you have to put your vehicle details, and I had put mine, and they were like, "Oh, we don't cover your vehicle," and it said that it was too old. So I don't know. Maybe campers is different. I really don't know. Um, your jewelry is wonderful. Love the necklace I bought recently. Everyone on chat, check out her Etsy site. Oh, thank you, Lisa. That means the world to me. I'm glad that you like it. Um, how old is Odie and how old am I? I am. I always need to check on my head. How I'm 27 and Odie is 11. Did I eat garlic or onion today? Neither of them actually. I haven't had garlic in a little while. Um, where's my kayak from? Yes, as I was mentioning earlier on, it's a long story, but basically those are not for sale anymore. But if you are looking for a decent packraft, then you can check out the brand Coco Pelli Packrafts, and they brought out their new model, which is called the Rogue, so you can have a look to that. Salsa Nube, unexpected situation, imprevisti. Thank you. Yeah, I thought there would be like a more, I don't know, a more direct word, but I can get it. I have bad hearing. Did I say 21? No, I'm not 21. 27. Yes, 27. What do I watch on Netflix? I don't have Netflix. I don't. The only thing I watch really on my computer is YouTube. That's all I watch. And actually, yesterday I downloaded the BBC iPlayer. I get gigabytes of really watch that much videos, that many videos. Uh, Alia Vega, you play guitar, don't you really show us your skills? Not today, but actually just earlier I was trying to play guitar and is it the E string? The first string, because it's a really cheap guitar. But the tuning thing, I don't know how you call it, it stops tuning. It doesn't keep the string, so it's tuned very low. So I think I need to substitute it or just get a new guitar. I don't know. I've been looking at different guitars that I could get, something a bit smaller for the van because mine is huge. Oh, and also I need your advice. I need your advice on this because I'm so torn about, last year I had the banjo and I didn't have a guitar, right? And I miss my banjo so much and I really, really, really want to play it. And my banjo is back in Italy. But my dad's gonna come up and see me for my graduation next month and he could bring the banjo up. But I'm like, where am I gonna put it? So I don't know. Should I risk it and ask him to bring it over and then have like a ridiculous amount of instruments, or should I just leave it for now? I don't know. What would you do? What would you do? I miss my banjo. Careful, Marina, you need a TV license to watch iPlayer now. Yes, I know, actually, Mark. They said that. In fact, I watched just like 20 minutes of a documentary and then I was like, yeah, maybe no, I'm not gonna do it. I mean, I shouldn't feel bad, but anyway, it consumes too much data, so I don't think I'm gonna use it. Um, do you watch other van dwellers? If so, who's your favorite? I've done a full video on that, so you can check my favorite 5 van channels, I think. And there I only covered a few, 5 or 6, I think. But yes, you can see there which ones are my favorites. Hang it on the ceiling. Well, the thing is, like, I don't know if you can see, but my head is already, like, this is just me sitting down, and my head touches the ceiling. So if I put anything in here, also you have to consider that I have my ventilation here. Like, I don't know if it works, but and I think it would kind of annoy me. Um, the banjo, you the instrument, unless it's a grand piano. I don't know. I don't know. Should I? Should I? I think I am gonna ask him to bring it. I don't know. I'm such a sucker for instruments. I really am. Maria, how did you say to your family the lifestyle you wanted? That is a really good question as well. I've always been very independent, and I never really asked for permission from my parents for doing anything after I was 18, obviously. I don't come from a particularly tight knitted family, and so when, who did I told? Well, I told my dad, I think, but it was maybe a month before leaving, so he didn't know beforehand. And my dad obviously was like, "What the fuck are you doing? That's so silly." And he wasn't particularly supportive. And well, he's the only one I told really. And then, it came up when I was meeting families. So for example, I can't remember exactly how it went, but I haven't had like a day where I was like, oh, I need to call my mom, I need to call my dad, I need to call my grandma, everybody to let them know what's happening. Like I kind of did my thing, and then it came up during conversations. So yeah. Um, Marina, could you do some vegan food vlogs, please? Yes, I would love to. I mean, there's so many videos that I want to do and share, and I just don't find the time. And I mean, you might say, oh, you're not working, you're just traveling, you have all the time in the world. But that's the thing, it's like editing and shooting videos does take a lot of time. And also, obviously, I have my business and I have a lot of things going on. And the whole point of living in a van is to have more time to just not do things. So, yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do, and hopefully I will do them. It just takes me a long time. Banjos aren't that big. No, they aren't. But if you live in a kangaroo, everything is like big. So what was it the other day that I was thinking? I can't remember. Oh yes, it's that's ridiculous. So I went into a craft shop to get some glue for just some glue, and the lady was like, "Well, we have this kind of glue, which was this big, or this kind of glue, and the big glue is the best glue, and it's not that expensive. Or you have this small glue that is not as good and it's quite expensive, but you have the two choices." And I went for the small glue instead of the big glue just because there's a space in the van. Because the big glue, I wouldn't know where to put it, and the small glue, I would have. But I couldn't tell her my thoughts. Like the big glue wouldn't fit in my van. Um, Okay, I think I'm gonna go actually because yes, I don't know how much battery I have left and I'm hungry and I hope that I'm gonna be doing another live maybe in French. I don't know. I don't know if I feel comfortable enough doing it. But yeah, thank you so much to all of you that stick up with me for this long, and for all of you that watch the videos, and most importantly comment with so many sweet and loving comments. And again, if you've sent me messages through Facebook or Instagram or emails and you haven't received an answer, I will answer to them. It's gonna take me time because I'm receiving quite a few, and I don't want to sound pretentious like, oh, I'm so busy, I'm receiving so many messages, but I want to give all of the messages and all of the people that write me the same amount of time. I don't want to just write thank you, that's it. I feel like if you took time to write to me, I should take time to write to you. And if I don't have time now, then I should wait till I have time to properly answer. Anyhow, so yeah, I'm gonna go, and yeah, thank you so much to all of you. And Odie says bye as well. Let you sleep it. Bye. Bye. One.